New standards in the world of Supercross. Last week, the 21-year-old Kawasaki star charged through the field, taking the lead on lap 12 and earning his 20th career victory in just 33 Supercross starts. As the series moves to Dallas, we're reminded that in Texas, everything is bigger. And in motorcycle racing, no one is bigger or faster than James Stewart. Texas, including the hole in the roof of Texas Stadium. But in the AMP Mobile Supercross Series, nobody's bigger than James Stewart. But last week in Indianapolis, he had big trouble when the gate dropped. As the field made its way to turn 1, Stewart found himself next to last on his Monster Energy Kawasaki. But it didn't take him long to find his way to the front of the field. He reeled in race leader Chad Reed and put his number 7 right at the front of the pack. A few laps later, Stewart had one more win in the 2007 season. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen along with another big guy in the AMP Mobile paddock area. That of course our own Supercross Series champion, Jeff Emig. Which of course the big question is, Jeff, can anybody beat James Stewart?
Well, it's been pretty tough for anybody to beat him, and he has just been so dominant. One thing that I want you guys to take a look at is that James Stewart has led every main event since Daytona of '06. Been 7 races that he hasn't won, crashed in 5 of those while he was leading. And we all remember Vancouver, second round of the World Championship, where Stewart wasn't even going to race. That right foot was injured. Led almost 18 laps of that before Carmichael eventually got him. And then take a look back at St. Louis. Right here, he passes Chad Reed on the first lap for the lead. Chad Reed takes them both down. One of the most interesting things is that James Stewart, in 33 starts, has had 20 wins, and that's the quickest that anyone has done that. Absolutely incredible. He's also been the big man in the point standings. Let's show you the AMP Mobile World Supercross GP standings coming into Texas. Stewart has a 29-point lead over Chad Reed. His teammate Tim Ferry sits in 3rd with 87 points. Now shifting gears over to the AMA point standings, you can see Stewart has a 35-point lead over Reed, and his monster Kawasaki teammate Tim Ferry is in 3rd there as well. Our racetrack on the floor of Texas Stadium tonight, Jeff, is not so much challenging from an obstacle standpoint, but conditions. Yeah, the conditions are terrible. We had just a rainstorm of biblical proportions on Friday and left the track pretty wet. You can see this big rut there. You can see how deep the mud is. That's actually just after the whoops. And see this line here. This started on the inside, pushed out, and then a huge bit of concrete coming up. Take a look at James Stewart here in the single practice round that they had. Actually is qualifying also. James looked pretty good at this point, though. He was only 3rd fastest. So you can see right now, wants to get that top qualifier. Put in a pretty good lap here, was charging, doing the Bubba scrub over the triple. Watch over the finish line here. Points at the numbers board. That was the fastest lap. Pretty cut and dry. When he needs it, he can go get it. Here's Aaron Bates with a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Well, guys, for the last 29 years that the Supercross has been held here at the Texas Stadium, it has seen a lot of rain and a lot of dry. And this weekend, Mother Nature has played effect here. As you can tell, an open ceiling causes for rain to come down on in here, but they had this track covered since Thursday morning. In fact, 30 minutes after they had built this track, so it's been well preserved and the most dry it can possibly be for these guys to come out and ride on here this evening. Take a look behind us, though. Some of the spots are fairly wet, where others are starting to be pretty dry. It's starting to rut up pretty severely. Tire choice is going to be key for these guys in their heat race.
That it is, Aaron. That's going to be one of the biggest challenges of the evening. Here's our up close, brought to you by Dunlop. Top 9 going straight to the main. Everybody else, the last chance qualifier as usual. We will have 2 heats, and it will be an 8-lap race. And your Dunlop starting grid shows some pretty good racers in this one, and we'll get a look at just this condition of this racetrack, how much abuse it's going to take from these big 450s. And we'll get to see the conditioning of the riders.
Is this going to be challenging tonight? Heat race is where everybody's going to see how much it's dried out since qualifying, but I actually think the track looks like it's in worse condition now than it was earlier.
There's Kevin Windham on the number 14 and Grant Langston on the number 8 Yamaha.
Langston has been awesome here since he came back. He keeps getting better each and every week, knocking on the door for that podium.
There's the 30-second board sideways, and we are ready to go with Heat 1.
That is Chad Reed with the hole shot, but he fades wide.
Jeff, I'm really surprised everybody got smoothly through turn 1. We didn't lose anybody there. It's real slippery there.
Well, on these big 450s, they come in there with quite a bit of speed. Chad probably was pretty cautious, got on the brakes there. Windham, I thought, had it coming down that second straight. He's going to settle into second.
And Andrew Short in third in his second race back. He's been off of racing for about 7 months. Short on the red 29, the Honda rider.
We did have a great conversation with him earlier this morning, and he is just so happy to be back racing and be a part of this Supercross championship and show what he's got. He's honest about it, says his fitness and his conditioning isn't quite where he'd like to be, but he is just having the time of his life being out there racing again.
I thought it was interesting. He told us that last week in Indianapolis, just all the shaking of hands and getting reacquainted with friends flat wore him out before he got to the main event.
Yeah, and he was actually tired going to the gate just from that. But you know, you get on the line of these Supercross events and the drop of the gate, there's so much adrenaline going. You know, you can sleep tomorrow. It's all about racing Supercross here tonight.
Right now, it's all about catching Chad Reed. Team San Manuel Yamaha rider out front on the number 22. He's second in the point standings. And there is Reed wearing the black riding gear. Oh, bit of a problem. Looks like he rebounded okay, though.
Yeah, he definitely tried to do this little double after the finish line. Got in there, no traction for braking whatsoever, and stood it up a little bit. Oh, Windham's off.
Off and into the tuck blocks goes Kevin Windham. And this is such an important race for Kevin Windham. It's so close to his home state. So many of his friends and family come over here, and he's struggling to get that Honda going again, isn't he?
You can see what he's going to have to do, Ralph. He has to go to his right. He's just under the triple jump coming the other way. For him to remount, he has to get back on the track the other way. So you take a look at it here. Kevin's way on the left, hits one of them wet spots. Fortunately, had the tough block to land on, but out of qualifying position.
Big help for Chad Reed because Windham was closing fast. We're halfway through this one. The names in green are the ones with the transfer tickets to the main. Reed Short, Demuth and Langston, a part of that group of 9. The rest you'll see in red. There's Windham. He's getting lapped now by the leader. Those in red, however, like Kevin Windham, will be going to the last chance qualifier. Reed's starting to open up a pretty good lead over Andrew Short. A little over 3 seconds now, Jeff.
See right here, we got Kyle Lewis and David Vuillemin battling it out. And Vuillemin takes the inside. Nice move.
That's actually, oh, and down goes Lewis.
You see him shake his hands there, knows that he just gave up such a valuable qualifying spot. He had it. Makes a slight mistake. Now he's going to the LCQ.
And unfortunately for Kyle Lewis, the veteran, for so many great years, has unfortunately ended up in the last chance qualifier too many times this season. That was one he thought he was going to avoid. Reed's really riding well tonight, Jeff.
Well, track, as the conditions stand right now in this heat race, got to be a little more cautious because you don't know exactly where there's traction and where there's a little bit of slippery spots. You see Chad taking the inside line here instead of that double, doing that little double, taking the outside.
Let's go back and see what happened to Kyle Lewis. You see him in the spot shadow.
Yeah, you see Vuillemin making the pass. Lewis is actually going to get on the throttle, lands off the side of the track here, just hit one of them wet spots, bike shot off to the right.
Jeff, he almost went head first into the tough blocks. What's it like falling into those things?
Well, they're actually not too bad, but sure sucks to go down.
Yes, it does. And unfortunately, it's not much better when you have to go to break, but we do. And we'll be right back to Texas Stadium after this. Welcome back. Amp Mobile Supercross Series is in Irving, Texas. Chad Reed, the Australian, second in the point standings, leading heat number 1 here tonight. Working his way through the rhythm section on his Team San Manuel Band of Mission Indians Yamaha.
Definitely making it look good here and getting out with this great start, finding some lines. This clay is actually pretty soft. It's got a couple of hard spots, but we've had so much moisture here. Watch coming out of this turn. There's a pretty good groove. You see Chad, veteran of Supercross, knows to find a new line and stay out of that deep rut. There he stayed in it.
Well, Kevin Windham had such a good ride going. Unfortunately, he's looking at the last chance qualifier, Aaron.
Yeah, that for sure he is, Ralph. I just actually saw him right off in the back of the Asterix Medical Mule with Doc Bodner, and he was grabbing a hold of his wrist, and I'm not sure if it was his wrist or his hand that's bothering him. He kind of flagged me, he said, it's not too bad, it's okay, but I'm just going to go and get it looked at nonetheless, and hopefully come back swinging for the LCQ.
Well, that Asterix Medical crew does an outstanding job of getting these riders back into the action, taking care of their needs if they have a problem. And Chad Reed on his final lap, on his way to another heat race win this season.
Yeah, you see him really taking it easy, searching for new lines. Main event, it's going to be key to know where there's some good passing spots. He shows off a little bit for the crowd.
And a 46.9, his best lap as Chad Reed goes on for his 9th heat win of 2007. Tuesday on Speed, ordinary people team up with two-wheel superstars for a ride of a lifetime. Don't miss the series premiere of Epic Ride Tuesday night, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific on Speed. Well, here's a look at the results of everybody that crossed the line behind Chad Reed, and everybody down to Cole Stiebler gets to go on to the main event. Eric Sorby will lead Kevin Windham and the rest to the last chance qualifier. You win the heat race, you get to talk to Aaron.
Well, the track conditions have drastically changed from morning till evening. Chad, you got to go out there for one abbreviated practice. How much has it changed and how difficult is this track?
You know, it's slippery in some sections and then really tacky in some. So, you know, it keeps your mind going. I was just out there to get a hole shot and check out the track, man. I wasn't trying to go fast. And I think in the main event, it's going to be all about, you know, choosing your lines and how you come up on lappers because I need to get better at that. But, man, all the guys at L&M and Unbound, San Manuel, Yamaha, been doing an awesome job, and I'm just pumped to be out there and keeping it on the box.
Chad Reed putting in an Ironman effort, once again making it 9 heat race wins for him so far this season.
Well, just like Chad Reed, Vicki Magels is a winner. She is the winner of Circuit City's Navigate to the Front giveaway. Vicki Magels of City of Industry, California. Vicki has won cool prizes from Garmin, Kicker, and Circuit City's Road Shop. Register to win at www.supercrossonline.com/N2F. The contest ends April 21st at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Here's a look at our Dunlop up close for heat number 2. Once again, we'll take 9 straight to the main event. Everybody else to the last chance qualifier, and we will race for 8 laps. Now let's show you the highlights from heat number 2. There is the man, James Stewart on the monster Kawasaki, and his mechanic, Jeremy Albrecht, standing there with him. And what a dominant duo they've become. There's the onboard from Jeff Gibson's number 40 Cernix Kawasaki.
He's a little bit here on the outside, but you can also notice on him right here, this is that neck brace that a lot of riders have opted to use, an extra piece of protection that's being developed, and there's a lot of safety things going on here with Inside Supercross this season. It's a lot of innovations coming out.
It's called the Liat neck brace. There goes the 32nd board, we're ready. Stewart did not get a good start. He's hugging the inside. And he's kind of mid-pack, Jeff. Not where you would want to be.
Yeah, tucked back in there behind his teammate there, 15, Tim Ferry. The whole shot artist, number 9, Ivan Tedesco. Or at least that's what the great Ricky Carmichael would call him.
And a good start as well for the 26 of Michael Byrne.
Here comes number 7.
Look at that, just eats his teammate Ferry alive. Oh, and Tedesco almost goes off. And guess who's in the lead already? It's just amazing.
It is, and he makes things happen. You can see how much mud there is coming onto the start, but Stewart just makes things happen. He carries so much more momentum than the other riders through sections, and unfortunately Tedesco made a little mistake there and let Stewart by, but you see if him and Ferry have been pretty evenly matched here these last 2 or 3 weeks, and these guys are consistently battling out for the podium. We'll see how it evens out here in this heat race.
Let's go back and take a look at the pass for the lead and show you how James Stewart got into position number 1 here tonight.
See Tedesco getting sideways. He's supposed to hop off right to there. Stewart just flies by.
Makes it look easy, as all the great ones do. James Stewart in the lead here in Heat 2.
The inside line is all the way down to the concrete of Texas Stadium here. We all know once you hit the concrete, these tires don't have any traction for that.
The other thing you got to start to be wary of when you get ruts that deep is digging in the pegs and knocking yourself off the bike.
That is exactly right. You learned that on the circuit, right, Ralph?
Hey, every now and then I pick up something. You're a good teacher, Jeff.
Well, you must be watching the shows over, watching replays, right?
Tedesco, boy, you can see that rear end. I'm telling you, the backside of his bike really seems to be bouncing up a lot more than Ferry's. Here's Joe Olaf battling with Kevin Johnson, fighting over 7. Here's that battle for second, and Ferry inside. Tedesco trying to defend it.
We'll see who can triple out here. This is going to tell the story.
Ferry tries to come back inside. Tedesco maintains the position for now.
He did a little triple at the end of that rhythm section, gave him about a half a bike link. If he hadn't, Ferry would have been there on the inside to make another block pass.
Meanwhile, James Stewart just cruising to another heat race win. This will be heat race victory number 14 on the season. Checkered flag for Stewart, 14 heat race wins this year. His best lap of 46.4, about 3 seconds quicker than Chad Reed was earlier. As we watch the battle for 7th making its way to the line. Coming off the final corner, it's gonna go to Joe Olaf. Stay with us, we're coming right back for more AMP Mobile Supercross action after this. Action, want to relive the excitement? Watch all the 2007 AMA Supercross and Superbike events on Speed On Demand online. And it's all free, courtesy of Yamaha. So log on now to speedtv.com, keyword Yamaha, and get up to speed. Here's the results of the 9 riders going on to the main, including Jake Marsack down there in 9th. Ryan Clark, unfortunately, is going to the last chance qualifier. After winning, James gets to once again talk to Aaron.
Well, guys, tonight's track is deceiving. It's technical and definitely slippery out there. James, was it safe to say that tonight's win is going to come down to who makes the most minimal amount of mistakes?
Yeah, it's kind of like San Francisco, and I'm just going to my best and try. I'm not really feeling too good out there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm a little timid right now, just happy about the position I'm in, and I just want to go out there and have fun. It's all it's going to take is just a really smooth race and try my best, I guess.
It's going to be a battle tonight, you guys, especially for the main event.
Well, James's teammate Tim Ferry on the number 15, having one of the best years of his career. We're going to take an up-close look at Tim Ferry when we come back to Texas. There's a look at downtown Dallas. We are just west of there in Irving, Texas Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Ralph Shaheen and Jeff Hemming upstairs in the booth calling the action, and Aaron Bates covering all the activities down on the floor for us tonight. Last chance qualifier is wrapped up. Here are the results. Eric Sorby and Jeff Gibson, the 2 riders that will go on to the main. Everybody else, unless Kyle Lewis and Kevin Windham decide to use a provisional, should be moving on to the seats tonight. Tim Ferry's in the main event. the rider they call Red Dog on the Monster Energy Kawasaki number 15. He's had a great season so far this year. He's been up on the podium 4 times this year and been very close to maybe even squeaking out a win at San Diego. Here's a look at our Amped Mobile rider feature on the rider they call Red Dog, Tim Ferry.
Here we are, we're hanging out with my family, my wife Evie and my son Evan. We're going to show you guys around and relive some memories. Go.
Ferry got a decent start. Whoa! They tangle and Ferry comes out of it.
We're up here in my gym. This is where I do a lot of my training when I'm not on the motorcycle. Turned it into a trophy room. I think 03 was the most successful season as far as podiums go. And then not much in 04, 05, or 06 due to a string of injuries. And then all of a sudden 07 with this Kawasaki team, I'm kind of back in the mix with what I feel is a very stacked crowd.
And Ferry's not going to give the reigning world champ an inch. Oh, Ferry puts the block pass on him.
As a kid, when I was first turning pro, I could have never imagined racing for this, this long professionally. I'm really happy to be, still here and still actually almost better than ever.
Go!
Whoa.
About 2 weeks ago, I got on the pit bike and actually caught my first air. And Timmy was just going, no, what are you doing? But I got excited, it was fun.
We're here in my office where we keep a lot of things that are close to our heart, like Tim's 1993 high school diploma, where he was finishing several times on the podium while maintaining honor roll, which is pretty cool. And then this is his podium finish when he was a privateer at Nolene Yamaha. We went straight from the lawn chair section to the podium at that race, so it was lots of fun. And one of my favorites over here is Tim's first national win at Glen Helen in 2001.
There's a lot of things that contribute to being able to stay around a long time. For me, I just enjoy doing it. And my health is good, and I haven't found anything else that I love as much as riding a motorcycle, so I want to try to do it as long as I can.
Tim Ferry checking out in the start area as he gets ready to go. And Jeff, it's been a great year for him.
Oh man, it really has. He's been solid and really enjoys being on this Monster Energy Kawasaki team, and he's producing great results.
Back in 1997, Tim won the East Coast Championship. There he is right here. Here's Kevin Windham, who won the Lights West Coast. And here's our boy Pro right in the middle. And look at the wingspan from point to point on that collar. What's that, about 4 feet across you got exposed there?
Oh yeah, I just flew up to the stage that night, but that was a great night, Ralph. Man, I loved that night.
That's, of course, the year you won your Supercross championship, but I don't know, a little Sly Stallone, a little Denny Terrio going on there?
I thought I was cool. What can I say?
All right, Tim Ferry's going to try to get another win, but a week ago in Indianapolis, it was all about his teammate, that man, James Stewart. A horrible start, but a great finish. How will he run here tonight in Texas Stadium? Stay with us to find out when we come back. In your blood? Well, now you can get all the breaking news, in-depth analysis, and more with the Motorcycle Racing Report, only at speedtv.com, keyword green, presented by Kawasaki. Here's Aaron Bates with a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Well, guys, things have been a lot calmer around the factory Makita Suzuki rig, especially since all the hype and emphasis of Ricky Carmichael's retirement from Supercross has happened. But the one guy who's felt this calmness is the number 9 of Ivan Tedesco. And as you can tell by his last couple of weeks, his results have been up there. But he had said for a while there it was pretty distracting having all the press and all the media come in and all the attention being on Ricky. He said as much as he hates to see Ricky gone, he's pretty happy about being the main man back at Suzuki.
There's a look at Ivan Tedesco on that Makita Suzuki getting ready. Here's our up close. Chad Reed won Heat 1, Stewart Heat 2, Eric Sorby taking the LCQ win. We will have 21 riders as we will have at least one rider taking a provisional. Chad Reed, James Stewart, they all got in through the heat races. You think anybody has an advantage on this type of a track tonight?
Well, it's just getting a good start and minimizing the mistakes. That's going to be key here. Notice right there, number 20 or 21st gate pick is Windham, and he, a Supercross rider that's in the top 10 in points from the present season that fails to qualify out of the heat or the LCQ, which is Windham tonight, will be placed 21st gate pick on the main event. Special advancement only given to a rider in the top 10 twice a season.
There's Stewart, number 7. Boy, all the fans really getting behind this man as we get set to go green with GIBSON giving the onboard shot as they drop the gate. Oh, a lot of bumping at the top. Swarby goes down on the 917. Stewart is in second. For how long? He's trying to catch Andrew Short.
Second race back, grabbing the whole shot in this main event. Got it dialed in.
Chad Reed second in the points, trying to come with Stewart.
Now watch Reed here, see if he gets a drive off this tabletop. Pull up next to James.
These two have gotten together in the past, Jeff.
That they have, and Chad is a pretty determined racer also. We'll see if, you know, Short here, they're probably going to catch up to him. They've definitely been running a faster pace, and this being Short's second race back, their conditioning is going to be better. They back up against him. That's going to allow Chad to pull right up on the back of James Stewart. Stewart just doing a triple there out of the turn that we haven't seen yet all day.
Looks like Davey MILLSAPS riding in fourth on the Honda, and it's good to see Team Honda back up front in the Supercross main event. Stewart trying to get closer to the inside. Couldn't get the job done there. He's got plenty of time to be patient, but it looks like he's about done with that.
But Andrew's giving him a little bit of room. He knows he's not in this championship hunt. No rider wants to be the guy that bumps into the points leader and takes him out or costs him points. You know, he's just out here trying to get some laps in and put in a good ride for Factory Honda.
Now Chad Reed's got to get around Andrew Short as quick as he can.
You see Chad Reed just picked up on that outside triple coming out of that turn.
Here comes Reed. Let's go back and take a look at a progressive direct whole shot replay.
You can see right at this point the blue bike of Reed's got it in the inside line of Short there. Bumps a couple guys wide. I believe that was Langston that went off in the first turn.
Now we'll see this and other whole shots from throughout the season. Visit wholeshotheaven.com. You'll see James Stewart on a few of those, that's for sure. Chad Reed as well. He's had some good starts this year. Right now he's in second. Position he's become all too familiar with this year.
Well, something we really want to focus on right now is the lap times. James Stewart, 45.6, and Chad Reed was a 46.4. It's almost a full second that one lap.
How about Davey MILLSAPS on the 118, Jeff? Riding in fourth. This is probably one of the best rides we've seen out of MILLSAPS, Aaron.
Yeah, it most definitely is, Ralph. In fact, I was able to catch up with him a little bit earlier and ask him about his ride last weekend. He said, to be honest, he was so sore that he could almost barely even make it back up to the pits. Everything was sore, including his back. His arm pump was so bad and his arms were so tight. He actually has spent the week at the chiropractor swimming and trying to loosen up a little bit for tonight's race.
Tim Ferry is behind him in fifth. That's Stewart's teammate on that other green Kawasaki back there. MILLSAPS trying to set up Andrew Short. So much was expected of Davey MILLSAPS when he moved out of the lights class this year, Jeff, onto these big 450s. Everybody figured with his big frame, he'd be a natural on these bigger bikes.
Well, I think he definitely will here in the coming years. Same thing with this teammate, Andrew Short, 29 there on the Factory Honda. Both of these guys won quite a bit of lights races and are just awesome Supercross riders, but have had to ride through some injuries from last season. And Oh, here comes the 15 sneaking up there.
Ferry's been closing in, hasn't been able to get a wheel completely on the inside yet. Lost a little bit in that corner. And here comes MILLSAPS alongside his Short.
You can see how through that whoop section, everybody, you can start on the inside or outside, but by about half to 3/4 of the way through, it's putting one line there coming back across the start.
Such a huge morale boost for the factory Honda team to get back to racing. They've had so many injuries this year, and to have a rider make the podium tonight would be a massive morale boost. Here comes MILLSAPS by Short.
Well, I'll tell you, it's just great for Team Honda to have some guys back racing. There were so many rounds of Supercross this year where every one of their riders were injured and they had nobody racing. Honda being, throughout the years, have had such these powerhouse teams, and right now they have a lot of talent, but unfortunately, all of that talent has been injured this year. They're going to keep working hard and try to come back next season even stronger.
Oh, here comes Ferry inside his Short. He'll take over 4th place.
And that was a pretty aggressive move there. He just landed off the finish line and just hammered the throttle, rocketed into the turn. Just got a wheel on him. Knew to take him wide though.
Here's how James Stewart took the lead.
Stays down low. Short makes a little mistake. And watch Stewart here, just hammers the throttle. Short just kind of gives him a little bit of room. Slides on by for the lead like he's done before.
Here's how Chad Reed took 2nd from Andrew Short.
Yeah, and that's just line choice there. That was something that, a line that I feel all these riders should be taking the inside.
Stewart still not able to shake Chad Reed. Reed's keeping this one fairly close, Jeff.
Oh yeah, last lap, Stewart was a 46 flat, Chad was a 45.8. He's staying right in there, and I think right now he's picking up on some lines from James Stewart.
And the fight for 3rd, Ferry on the green 15, MILLSAPS on the red, Honda number 118. They split around. I think that was Summy who might be down on the 36. And this fight is really heating up. And Short is right behind them. But MILLSAPS just rocketing through that rhythm section there.
Here's that inside. You gain a little bit in the corner. Then you give up a little bit coming off the tabletop.
Ferry cuts inside. Very clean, but very aggressive racing going on for 3rd.
Oh, and MILLSAPS over jumps the finish line. Sticks it a little, but keeps his position. These guys are battling out. They've been side by side for the last 2 laps.
Oh, Ferry had a really good drive there, but MILLSAPS shut the door on it. Great defensive move by DAVI.
Ferry's got the line here on the inside.
He does. Nice block pass. He takes over the position. Boy, that just threw MILLSAPS out the window, didn't it? He just lost a lot of momentum there.
Yes, and he was going to triple coming out of that turn, but must have got cross-redded. Lost a couple bikers.
Halfway through. But Chad Reed is keeping it interesting. Stewart leads, but we got a lot of racing yet to go here in Texas. Stewart sailing over the triple, and here comes Chad Reed behind him in 2nd place. The main event continues here in Texas Stadium. Look at Stewart just whip through that section. That rut so deep it's all the way down to the cement.
Yeah, that Texas clay is so sticky and gooey. You notice right here, James does a triple in the middle of that rhythm section that we haven't seen. And coming out of this turn, he triples again. We didn't see that until the main event. So that lets me know that the track is actually coming around. These guys have figured out where the traction, where the tacky clay is, and where the slippery spots are.
And he's just passed David Vuillemin. So he is lapped all the way up to 13th. Here's GIBSON. He would be next. Here he comes.
Great look here. You see him. He's pulling wide. He's going to stop. Let the 7 go by.
There he goes. So now we've seen him lap all the way up to 12.
Great look here. You notice when he goes through here, if you see all these lines across the track, some of those have like a deep hole in the bottom. Some of them are shallow. It's really critical to have good line choice going through those ruts.
that's where I like watching James, is through those big whoop sections. He is so incredibly committed to his line through there. It just grabs a handful of throttle and just goes after it.
Well, those whoops are a pretty tough obstacle to conquer. And I know you like big whoops, and James seems to be the best with those also.
I've never seen anybody attack him as aggressively as that, though. Have you?
But I tell you who has been aggressive here tonight. Number 22, Chad Reed, is hanging right just a couple seconds off of Stewart right now.
That gap between the two, about 2.5 seconds right now.
You see Stewart right here, he definitely lost some time going through the whoops. Olaf's in front of him. When it gets one line like this, you can't just flow through. We'll check the lap time this next time by.
Gotten around Olaf. Now he's got Grant Langston in front of him. And just the factory Yamaha rider is in 9th.
And just to let you know what that traffic did, Stewart ran a 45.4 the previous lap. This last lap was a 46.2, so that was close to a second difference just because of hitting traffic.
Inter-squad scrimmage here between the factory Honda riders over 4th place. MILLSAPS in the 118 has it. His teammate Andrew Short trying to take it away from him on the 29.
Track really getting tough at this point. Some of these lines, some of the ruts getting deep. We have 5 laps to go here in the main event. Okay, I'm pretty impressed with both of these guys right now. Running 4th and 5th. And, you know, both these guys have been riding themselves back into shape, and unfortunately it's here middle to the end of the championship series, but Short has been awesome. I'm really impressed with his ride tonight.
I would think team manager Eric Keogh has to be very pleased at this point.
Oh yeah, it's been a tough season. They've had a lot of injuries, a lot of guys out. Nice to see that starting to come back around for this team that worked so hard.
MILLSAPS winning the Eastern Lights Championship last year, and Andrew Short just missing out on the West Coast title, but he did win the East-West Shootout in Las Vegas last year.
Guys, take a look up at the top of the screen, the running order. See MILLSAPS there in 4th, Short in 5th, but coming around here, number 8, Grant Langston, already up to 9th, and that was after crashing the first turn. He has been riding awesome lately, having to charge through the pack here on a pretty difficult track here tonight in Dallas.
And MILLSAPS can hang on for 4th. It'll be his first top 5 of the year. He started racing again in Atlanta, 18th, 16th, 9th, 19th, and 6th last week in Indy. And jumping up 2 spots right now into 4th.
Another rider I'd like to make mention of is Jake MARSACK, running 10th. This will be his best main event finish ever. Great ride here tonight for him.
And a good move by Kevin Windham, who used a provisional. Right now he's in 6th.
Yep. Got a good look at that triple out of the turn. You even see MILLSAPS taking advantage of that line and making up a little time.
Here's James Stewart with 2 to go.
Watch right here.
His worst race of the year was a 5th at San Diego. He's never been off the podium except for that one race.
Yeah, but that was a mistake that he made on his own, but he's definitely making up for it since then. Just completely dominating Supercross here once again in Dallas.
One more lap to go for James Stewart.
Looking pretty good here tonight, Ralph.
It's incredible, you know. Every week we get to watch James Stewart elevate his game to another level, and he just keeps doing it. And he just keeps demoralizing everybody else along the way.
Yeah, he does that, and remember he commented after his heat race he didn't feel that good, wasn't really comfortable. Or, man, if you can ride like that and you're not comfortable, that's pretty incredible.
Jeremy Albrecht letting him know that the gap is not insurmountable as it's less than 2 seconds. But to the checkered flag, Reed almost had him, and Stewart's gonna take the win. Reed came oh so close at the finish. We'll be right back to talk to James and Chad. Our winner, James Stewart, talking to the people who helped get him to the top step of the podium each week. That's Beaker on the right, Padge on the left. James Stewart, the winner over Chad Reed, Tim Ferry, Davey MILLSAPS with a good run. Gets his best finish of the year. Jacob MARSACK comes home with an 11th. Grant Langston struggled with a 14th, and Ivan Tedesco comes across the line in 15th. Well, Aaron, once again, you get to talk to James Stewart.
Well, Dallas has been both good and bad to James Stewart. James, you said every year it seems to swap back and forth. This year was a good year for you. You're coming into a 2-week break. Are you going to be doing anything differently? A little bit of enjoyment, or is the work ethic going to stay the same?
No, I'm taking a vacation. 13 weeks straight. I'm tired. It's been a fun journey. It's been great, and you know, I feel like I deserve a little vacation. We've been busting our tail this whole time, and it was a good race. You know, the first couple laps I was just kind of riding and just see where everybody was, and then Chad was still on me, and I was like, all right, if you want to run my pace. And then I was able to get a little gap and just kind of held it on to the end, and it was good. I'm stoked.
He says he's going on vacation, but I can guarantee you this, he'll definitely be putting his time on the track.
That he will, but the big party will come when we hit Las Vegas. First weekend in May, he wraps up 2 championships this year. Everybody below the yellow line has been eliminated from the championship chase. Chad Reed at 29 points back is the only rider who stands a chance of taking the World Supercross title away from the reigning World Supercross GP champ, James Stewart. In the AMA points, same deal. Stewart has never won this championship. Remember, Ricky Carmichael, who's not running a full season this year, is the reigning AMA champion. But Stewart looking to grab that first title. Let's head down to the podium once again. Here's Aaron.
Well, Chad Reed really picking up the pace tonight. Chad, you weren't giving James really an inch out there, but we're coming up to a 2-week vacation. Can you dig deeper? Anything else to come back for Detroit?
Oh man, we're gonna try. That's what I'm about, you know, going out there and just giving it my all. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that's not. But we have a lot to work on, and kind of looking forward to it. You know, it's a break that's I think needed, but you know, I'd rather just get it out of the way and then go on vacation. But it is what it is. I want to thank all the guys at San Manuel, Unbound, Yamaha, Thor Parts. It was awesome, man. I love the track, and I want to thank all the guys at Live Nation and Dirtworks for making it fun for us.
Well, some guys are going to be going on vacation. Others are going to be testing for nationals already. Tim, you're one of those guys, but consistently managing to make it up here on the podium, but some aggressive riding taking place tonight.
Thanks. Yeah, it's going good right now. My starts are decent. That one was a little sketchy, but this track is really deteriorated a lot, and considering the rain that we had last night, I was happy to race on somewhat of a dry track. So it was good for the Kawasaki Monster team. I think it shows that our team's good right now. I'd like to thank O'Neill. Bubba's putting it down, and I'm still on the podium, so that's good.
All these guys have said it was a tough track tonight, but it could have been a whole lot worse.
Do you live and breathe motorcycle racing? Now you can get the latest race results and news right on your phone with weekly green alerts from Speed. Text KX to 773333 on your mobile phone to receive free motorcycle racing text alerts. Speed Green Alerts presented by Kawasaki. James Stewart wins one more on the Amp Mobile Supercross Series Tour, which takes a 2-week break now before regrouping in Detroit, Michigan's Ford Field. For Aaron Bates and Jeff Emick, I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long from Dallas. Congratulations once again to James Stewart.